So, what do you think it would feel like to move? To be in a country that you're not originally from. You're different to everyone else. You're not accepted and you're made fun of. Your parents don't bring you up how the typical parents from that country should. Your dad leaves you at a young age, and your mum has to bring you and your sister up by herself. You live in a tiny apartment and your mum works all the time for very little money. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we have a lady in who went through all this. Ladies and gentlemen, could you please stand and give Vanessa Woods a huge round of applause? Welcome to the show, Vanessa.
Thank you. Stop, really. Shh. Thank you.
Sit down, Vanessa. Take a seat. Today we have in Vanessa, a 33-year-old Chinese woman. I have her in so that she can tell us a bit about what it's like growing up Asian in Australia. As a surprise for you, Vanessa, I have also decided to bring your mother, Cheryl, onto the show. Come on, Cheryl.
Oh my
Everyone,
gosh.
a huge round of applause for Cheryl.
Oh, mother.
Clap, crowd.
Mother.
Take a seat, Cheryl. So, Vanessa, you talked about your cousin David in the story. Could you please tell us about your relationship with him?
Well, yeah. He was always the golden child, achieving 100% in every subject. And he got 99.5 on his HSC. I didn't realise at the time that this would annoy me. After I got 96 in a test, my mother came down on me like a ton of bricks, saying, "Why can't you be as good as David? Be more like David. David, David, David."
As a kid, was there pressure on you to earn the family some money?
I think yes. My sister and I had always had a lot of pressure to get good grades and grow up to be a lawyer or a doctor, because my mum wasn't able to do that.
How was your relationship with your sister, Bonnie?
Bonnie. She was a beautiful sister to me. I loved her very much, and she always was there to help me. I think our relationship really helped us get through the hard times we went through. I love her very much.
Did you ever feel that your mother wanted you to be someone you're not?
Yes, most of the time I did. I felt I had so much pressure on me to get good grades so that I could grow up to have a fantastic job I didn't want to have. She never asked me what I wanted to be. She just told me, that's it. You're going to be a doctor or a lawyer. This is why we had a bit of problems, my mum and I.
Where were you born?
I was born in Australia.
What's your parents' nationality?
My dad, Australian. My mum, she's originally from China, but she likes to be called Taiwanese.
How long have you lived in Australia for?
I've lived in Australia all my life. I don't think about moving. Actually, after saying that, there was a couple times when I thought, gee, if I lived in China, I would be considered normal. I would not be made fun of, and I would not have to be by myself all the time.
So, Shez, did you always know your daughter would be so successful?
I want her to be, but never knew she would be. I especially did not think to be successful in this way.
So, Shez, why did you set such high expectations for your daughter?
Because I want her to provide for the family. I thought she was only hope for the family. I thought she could achieve it, but never thought she would achieve such high expectation.
Did your parenting style work, and would you recommend it for other families in your situation?
No, I personally don't think I went about parenting in right way. I felt like my daughters were always miserable and didn't respond to me. I hated that, but I didn't want them to stop trying. That's why I wanted them to get 100% on every test. I wanted them to have a chance to be successful.